Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Toy here. We got another account review. It's been some time because I've put a restriction up on these account reviews for donations because I have a very big lack of time. So here's where it's at. We got Ander Alexson. He asked me a few things and let's just get it popping. So he's level 114. His account is played almost a year actually. Awesome. He just returned. Heroes, got a few heroes over there. Items up to a 4-star. Artifact, okay. Unique treasures still pretty low, that's alright. Doesn't have a lot of rubies. We got a returning raider. Obviously there's a lot of good things that are coming from here, but we really just have to check whether he's able. He got the soul weapon department, that is awesome. But from that point we gotta check what can we work with. So let's check his heroes out. We got Epis in the building, a 1-star, and there were a few that he said don't touch him, I want to keep playing them, which I will obviously respect, even though it might be good or bad, and I'll give you guys the reasons why. So he said do not grind Jane, Epis, Miriam, Kuro, Roy, and Syria. Alright, I will hone that request. Alright, 1-star unique weapon on this. We got Elias, Annette, Syria onto a 3-star. Back then she was meta. We got Lucikiel up in the building, and I do believe that he is currently very capable on bringing you to newer heights on where you need to be. We got ourselves Fall of Freight. Wrong UT, however, got himself the normal gear. Unfortunately not full attack just yet, but that is something that we can keep looking at into the future. Got himself some crit damage onto Lavril, really looking nicely. Lorraine got himself the wrong UT, but that's alright. Got himself a Miriam and a unique weapon. Let's make sure to address that one. Miriam, however, is not a character that I would currently really invest into, but that's just it. Same goes for Roy. They really need a buff to really become meta once again, because right now they really don't do jack. As for the rest, it doesn't seem like he has much else that I need to address. So I saw some UTs into the inventory, but hey, from this point on, wait, did he break Kane? Oh, he didn't. That is good because he might end up needing that into the future. So one of his questions was, I need to do Galgoria, but just to check out how far did he get so far. Got almost chapter 10 completed, but not fully just yet. Got Galgoria stage 1 raid, and he hasn't completed that yet, and obviously cannot do the rest as well. Then onto the field raids. Got himself stage 1 on the Dark Legion raid and hasn't completed this yet. This is also a thing that we will have to address. Now unfortunately there's some things that we can look but can't look at as well. So let's check Temple of the God King. Is there anything that I think we would need? Entry ticket, trial flow. He doesn't reset it, so that is a question mark in my books. But there are a few characters who he could use to ramp this up. But now for the most interesting part, he got a lot of bonanza in here, and we could be working with a lot. My God, look at that. That is beautiful. Got himself a Gladi as well, awesome. Got himself some Rebel Claws plus a soul weapon, looking quite neat. Got himself Pansy Rooney, so the dude has an absolute monstrous amount of items that we can end up breaking. I like that. The fact that he didn't put anything of these together is questionable, but I have a feeling that we might be able to do something good on this. Wow, Gladi double up on that one. We got some May stuff. There's some things that we could work with. The only downside is if I look at his inventory, this will be one of those days that I gotta look at everything in there. Alright, as for these things, they're not smashed together, so that is something that I want to do straight away, see how much luck we're getting. As for the soul weapons, we got Gua Gua, okay, got himself a 3-star unique hero ticket. Up to Shay, Crow, Asilica included. Who doesn't he have? Hero not owned. Who can I get for this ticket? Nowadays, Shay is actually really good, but the fact that he doesn't have Audi just yet might be questionable. Are there any other characters that I find very good in here? It would be a pick between these two, in my opinion. Unique treasures, unique weapons, all that good stuff. 5-star hero ticket up to a solo, so we can actually pick up both if we wanted to. We got some unique weapons lying around, a soul weapon ticket lying around. We got this one, special artifact ticket. We got the normal artifact ticket, okay. But the question is really like, would he really like to increase one of these main heroes, or does he want me to go for something that I assume is gonna bring him to newer heights? There are two things that are kind of jamming my thought process right now. One of them, Fall of Frey, is one of the most broken characters. She needs investment, right? He already has a Miriam, so the question is, how far can he get into Galgoria until it cooks him up? So first off, to just check whatever he has, we're probably gonna use this dude because he's absolutely crazy. As for Elias, how much investment is she? She's alright. How much attack does she have? Not as much. So will she really allow the team to survive? I think not, but we did have Amora as well. So in terms of teams, there are a few things that are always necessary, but for this point we need this, that, and this as a damage, and then we pick Lucikiel, and then we have a tank to pick. Now that way we have 2 damage dealers and 1 healer sub DPS part. But the question is, where the hell's that Mora? I saw a Mora around here somewhere. So to make her survive, obviously you need a lot of magical defense. Do we have anything that looks the part? Magical defense. Awesome. So having yourself very set gear for very specific content is always a search party. Like, you really gotta find and invest into these things, because if I look at this right now, the M block is really low, but the HP is quite nice. The magical defense on the other hand is really questionable. So if I had to check this once again, we go for HP, M block, and defense, and get a nice base stat Nicholas if possible, because this thing on the other hand will give us way better base stats. But then what we don't have is a lot of magical defense along the way. However, I do believe that this might be a little bit better. Solar Stone is one of those items that will help you out, guys. Like, if you can have yourself a event ticket with a Solar Stone, this is one of those things that you should get. There is no question in my mind that you should. So put that on to Mora. If she can survive, that will be great. Mora is not allowed to do any damage. What she needs to do is block rate increase for the rest of your team. Make sure you get the experienced fighter in there. Make sure to get some defense in. After that point, you can debate, oh, we could put that P toughness in, but for now the MP recovery on attack is enough. Reason why I do this is very simple. The P toughness and the M toughness is soft cap at 450, right? That means that after that, the damage reduction that's coming from toughness, which is basically saying, like, if you get toughness, that is a 45% damage reduction onto the overall damage. Now the M block defense says on block you get 50% reduction of the incoming damage. Now if you make that 200 M block defense, that is another 20% additional defense, which then translates to 70% overall damage reduction up on a block. That is how it got translated to me way back when. If this has changed by any means, put it down into the chat, because I might be wrong. Give her S4 dark and T5 dark. Let's give it a shot. The peoples is watching. I will take note from them as well, because I'm not a Mora player. As for the gear, currently we need to look at you. You don't have a UT, so you will be absolutely hot garbage. Nice. Yeah, but the question is, can he survive, right? It's not about damage. So if the dude cannot survive, it's over anyway. Now, as for the skills, I would recommend maxing this out the moment we have the option, but for now we cannot. As for this, what do we take? Anything that looks like it's useful. Penetration not necessary, because we do a lot of other stuff. But since this is one of those things that could end up using, we're just gonna give him some gear. I'm not gonna look at how good it is or how good it potentially can be. We're just giving him something, and then we're going to give him pointers, because nowadays actually the attack speed on this dude is quite nice. Does he have by any chance a... No, he doesn't have that. That is nasty. Okay, so the question is, do I give him the most possible damage? Whatever. This one, that one. I would honestly TP 95 the dude if I have the option. For now, we're gonna just take it like this. If we TP 95 and we could go for this or a cooldown reduction onto that one. As for this, luckily he has so many of these. To me, it makes no sense, but I'll take it. As for her, increased damage, damage is boosted, but doesn't have this, so highly questionable in my opinion. As to the crit rate on this thing, really low. MP recovery per second. This gear is absolutely questionable. Now we cannot lifesteal in this mode, so we got to pick up something that looks the part. Physical defense, critical damage, whatever. I'll go with this for now. The attack speed is not super uninteresting, but it is always questionable. Attack speed, once again, questionable because her attack speed is already high because of her unique weapon. So if anything, this looks way better. This way the crit rate is going up, crit damage is up. Does she have any base stat values? Now when I go to the world boss, there are a few artifacts that are definitely good down the line, but we gotta check which ones are the best for him. Increases damage dealt to non-hero enemies of 2 allies. Now this is specifically made for Galgoria, right? You got to have this, because non-hero damage increase is on a whole different layer. If you might think that, oh my god, bossing damage, this, that, and third, this one is broken. So I would honestly at least pick this once. We buy it. I saw the Abyssal Crown. Heart of the Abyss is also questionable, but if I had to pick this, I would actually get this to a 1-star for now. Same goes for the Abyssal Crown. Now the question would be, which one is better? I don't know, but this actually amplifies 2 characters, which means onto Galgoria. Absolutely nice. And the heal rate increased by these 2 allies, also really good. Did he even get a crown? Yep, I already saw it. So then we gotta check, who are these little ladies and who can we equip these things to? Well, one of them is this. And she needs a better UT, which is something that we will work for. As for this, Fall of Fray, full attack because her shield will allow us to live. As for the rest, is this alright? Fights usually take a little bit longer, so it's questionable to pick this. I would rather pick this for a little bit of crit chance, but for now we're gonna keep it at this because I am not quite sure whether this is enough or not. As for this lady, the more attack she has, the more magical defense the rest of your team gets. So if you then transform this little item into something better, it will allow you to lower your own crit rate, but your overall attack will go higher, which means that the overall transfer of magical defense will also go higher. So it's definitely worth to try something out like this. So I would like to keep this the way it is, and then the question is, do we have the other UT? Unfortunately, we do not. Lorraine, we're not using him or her for any type of damage, so we're making sure that she has everything set up to allow the team to survive, right? At the beginning of the first battle, blah blah, we're making sure that she gives damage to the rest of the team. This would honestly be the way, with a TP on T2, attack increase, damage reduction. If we can already kill it, that would be great, but I'm very skeptical on our current performances because at the end of the day, it's all about survivability. We do have lies, we do have a net, we do have Fall of Fray, which should allow you normally to do that. And another tip that I got from the community is actually always put your Fall of Fray into the secondary team. This way she doesn't start up with the S2 or the S3. Because the AI will then pick the lowest amount of mana onto the skills, and that is something very useful. Alright, as for first skill, we look at Lucikiel, and for the looks of it, he doesn't do the damage that I envision him to do. But one of the things that we should be looking at, and that is the healing rate reduction. For now, I saw a 0 already popping up. It's not consistent. Now it seems like it is. So this is the point where we can actually start doing damage. Lucikiel, being a 0-star unique weapon, is actually already keeping up with some of the damage. So I am quite curious whether this will already be enough, because as for the damage and the healing being 0, this should be enough. but you never know how far this will take it. Now that Miriam has been locked up, the question is how much damage can we perform to keep this up. And one thing is very easy to do. One of them is increase that Lucikiel up to whatever is necessary. We got a few mages up in the team, which will allow us to do a lot better, but yup. From the looks of it, the damage itself is not enough yet. Lucikiel cannot keep up, so he will be one of the characters to invest into within the next couple of resources. Now that he has gotten himself up to all of his stacks, he should be able to do something, but I'm very much questioning this. So there's a few ways on how we're going to improve this dude. One of them, we're maxing out his runes. Second of all, we are gonna maximize his skills. But first of all, we're just gonna check whether this works or not, because if we can give him the pointers itself, then this might already be enough. Because I'd rather have Papa Kiel invested than Lorraine, especially because Papa Kiel seems better for Trial of Flow, especially since he can solo half of that shit. And there's always two characters that I maximally invest into. One of them is Fall of Frey, and the other one is your main damage dealer. And the question is, how many resources do you have and how much are you willing to spend in terms of resources? Not just cash, because you can go with this multiple ways. One thing that I do find is that now Papa Kiel gets the UT, and he gets more damage overall. So from the looks of it, he does have the capabilities to cook this thing up. Look at that massive amount of damage. Yo, that is sick. Syria kind of needs manual. She's trash. Alright. I do feel you on that one, my friend. I do feel you on that one. Opening up that S1. We still don't even have all the stacks, which means we don't even have all the defense ignores. So I'm assuming that this will increase our overall damage. In terms of survivability, this could be called an overcommitment. So we might be able to bring that Lias out and then put another character in. Now we could be thinking about getting Raccoon Dog in here, because getting more skills up is always good. Getting more debuffs in there is always good, but that will be questionable if best. Another thing we could do is we could take Lias out and put Talisha in here. Talisha is one of the characters that he's lacking right now, because we got ourselves double mages, we got an assassin in there, but we don't necessarily have an archer in here just yet. So the question is this enough? This damage is still, in my opinion, really questionable, because you would assume that it will be better at some point. Now the question is, who is the one who's holding who back? Is it Lucikiel or is it Miriam? I'm not quite sure. In terms of survivability, we're still doing good. It doesn't look like we're getting killed halfway, because this is the way that I put this team together. And just having a bigger shield up for Fall of Frey won't cut it, but we can upgrade Lucikiel's unique weapon, which will then allow us to do a lot of extra damage over Miriam, probably, because we're already over damaging them. But so far, surely we are looking at a lot of damage, a lot of extra stuff. The only downside is what we're lacking is probably a continuous dispel. We might actually lack some... Nah. It's actually looking quite fire, man. I like this. Now we're getting cooked. Oh, we're still not dead yet. What a god. We're almost there yet. What a monster. Alright, so even if we don't get to do this right now, which kind of looks the part because we lack the heals, I think. Well, nah, we still might get it. But we gotta see who is the one who is not allowing us to complete it. And this is where Lias just comes in. Lias is one of those characters that will allow you to survive this. I wouldn't recommend everybody to just straight up go for her because you want to have your Galgoria team up and running. No, that's not the case, because there's obviously things that you can do different. One of them being Talisha, right? And since he is very much looking forward to a character that can clear Trial of Sky for him because Miriam cannot, Talisha might be the character that we are looking for in the rest of his team. He does have enough items to get the NPC that he wants, so I would assume that Talisha might be the character for him at this point. Now is the time where actually a lot of people start dying, so I am very much assuming we're still not getting this either way, because now the poison stacks have worn off. We get this blow up to the face. Yup, this hurts. Ow, papi. No, stop it. So we get ourselves our very first Galgoria kill in. So this means that if you have a character that is out DPSing everything, right? You put all of the other buffs, may it be Blessing of Earth, may it be Crown, may it be anything else, you put that on the secondary DPS. If you do that, it's ridiculous. In the meantime, we're gonna try our luck. So we're gonna put 4 of these onto the wizard. Let's carry you. Yup. Like, this is an NA account, guys, so yup. But we got 48 people in the building. I'm thinking we got at least a few in there. So let's check it out. We're not even gonna click some PP. Invite me, dude. Tech, you're not NA, bro. All right, let's check this out. Can we get a 3-star at least for this character? Then we're moving on to Fall of Frey. Unique treasure up to a 4-star. That is a 1. We're popping to 50%. Dude said you can gamble all you want, and I'm like, okay, let's just get it, no problem. We're gonna, if we bang this up like in one go, we'll make this a 4-star. I don't care. Bing bing, bing. Okay, that didn't work, sad, but that's still okay. He said also, feel free to grind unique weapons, unique treasures. Bing! There you go. I think we can have a 4-star on this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give him at least something that stands out. If it works or not, I hope so. We're just going to figure this out one way or the other. So let's check it. Invite me, I'll carry you. Yo, I'll give you guys the name, or make a party that I can join. That would be awesome. It is Ander Alexson, and I can be the rough support that nobody wanted. You're in EU, by the way. Yeah, this is an NA account, my brother. Alright, 25%. Can we do this? I want at least a little bit of upgrading into Fallen Frey so the shield stands out. But here's where we're getting it. Like, this is what's supposed to happen on my speedrun, ladies and gentlemen. What the actual hell? We popped at 25%. Now, honestly, I'm thinking, can we make this even a 5-star? But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So Priest, one of the things that you should always get for Fall of Frey is the bird egg. Now, if you can get yourself 5, you can get yourself 3-star. 4-star is the bare minimum. What you need to get on her to make a shield 100% uptime. However, if you do have Pocket Watch, then you do not have to go all the way through. However, there's so many artifacts that are equally as good, if not better, and what we're looking at is at least 1 attack increase. There you go. That one is attack, and this one is attack lower. Here we go. Watch the show, popping it 100%, no problem. And here's another thing. If he wants to keep up and make sure that he clears chapter 10 fully, he needs a little bit of a higher shield as well, which means that we might end up grabbing the, yo, we're getting all those 50% in. But can we get that 25% in, ladies and gentlemen? I have this rough feeling that King's Raid, aka Vespa, is wanting you to keep playing the game. And you should not leave again. Oh, that is sick. Try it 10% already, y'all. We're gambling, but we're not gambling that much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not. Return player luck. I'm a nay, but not that strong to carry. It's alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're just trying to get the best for my guy. What's good, baby? We got a double up. Equipped. We're not equipping this. No. This 3 needs to become a 4-star. Come here. Yay. Here goes. Yo. Alright, okay, we're done. Now, Oh man, this is sick. Are you guys with me and say like, yo, let's give this dude a Lucikiel and blow his mind? Does he TP for Lucikiel? Nope, he did not. So all of the damage that we just saw is gonna get boosted. El Lucikiel. Now, is anybody already curious how much damage is this gonna do? Let's just take it for a spin. We're gonna do TM raids once again, and we're gonna pop this thing's culo. Alright. But no, let's do Galgoria 1 just for show, right? Just to see the difference that we made with a slight investment. We did kill it, but the question is, can we do it faster? Alright, here goes. Watch that instant damage. I'm gonna assume we'll blow this thing up, yo. Can I get a shield maybe? Oh, whatever. Did anybody get killed? No, no, no. Here we go. Soul weapon up. This is where the damage was coming from, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like we already quadrupled his damage. What the hell? Now he got locked, sadly. It looks like he's a soul weapon, but he's not. So now the question is, can Miriam outdamage this stuff? From the looks of it, she cannot. Which means Lucikiel will get locked once again. So once again, it shows that if you do this stuff, make sure to get both DPSs up that you use. Now we could do one of many things. But I wonder what would happen if we put Rapina in here. Just Rapina, not even Reheat. And see how much damage Lucikiel could actually do, because he is getting locked for days. He used up his soul weapon. We couldn't even use it. Now Miri is definitely holding him back. Like, he doesn't even have all of his stacks on his unique weapon yet. He's currently on 8. Replace Lies by Lavril and make Miri best attack. Possible, yes. But I'm not sure about the survivability. But we do know that Lies is definitely holding Lucikiel back, because right now this dude will outdamage the little fuck out of it. I would give him Zara, right? He still needs himself a pretty decent team for Shockman. I'm not sure how far he is on that one, but Zara's always good there. Kersey would actually add to this team, because Kersey will give attack speed to both Miriam and the rest. Yo, this is actually 50% of that we lost. What? But I think Zara might be a great addition. Wow. Okay, let's put myself back on my feet again. What the hell was that? Let's make sure I log it. Okay. Question mark. We also have a Gremory unique weapon and some other stuff that we might be able to break. I thought I saw a 5-star hero selector in his inventory. Yeah, this one. But the question is, what should he use? Because one thing that I saw, and that is something that we're straight gonna do, we have ourselves a Shay or an Audi. Now we best believe that we pick Raccoon Dog, because Raccoon Dog is scoring content. That's what he needed. I'm not gonna level everything up. I'm gonna give him Demayel unique weapon, break it. Coming back to the stream, C fails. Shit. But Raccoon Dog, definitely one of those characters that is necessary. Does he have Rahartna already? Because Rahartna is one of those characters that will be useful for Eclipse. Rahartna is one of those characters that will get you through Shockmap, will get you through Eclipse. Probably one of the best characters in there. Will get you through Ocelon if you need it. Right there onto Ocelon 4, because otherwise the other healers might be good enough as well. And we got some extreme side boob right there. Nice. However, let's not be salty about this just yet, because if we want to upgrade anything and everything, we're gonna give Rahartna at least her unique weapon. Then again, is it really necessary? I don't think so. We're gonna get this one up to 3-star, because because the shield itself will allow you to do most content by yourself. Shield big as hell will get you through everything. So we're gonna use all of these onto Fall Afraid. It is one of the easiest things that you can always do. If you have yourself this big ass question mark, like what do I invest into? I have nothing that I invest into. And you don't have an A2 20 10-star Fall Afraid yet. Well, 10-star is maybe a little bit too much, but you get my point. You need to invest into this lady. She is always worth it. Always. Bigger shield, bigger damage. Yay, 50% is that I like. Let's go. Can we get this one up to 3-star? If we can get that, we might attempt a 4-star, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Stab. Okay, that was trash. Let's do this again. 33%. Hey, now this look on this guy is absolutely amazing. Like, I really like it. I really do enjoy this part. So that is one. As for the UTs, if we want to complete some more on Eclipse, there are a few things that might be very, very necessary. One of them is for Harna is the UT4. This will give you damage, and a lot of it, which is great. Because what it says, maximum number of stacks increases 6 times each stack. Damage Delta bosses by blah blah blah. He already had one. What are the odds? I like this attack speed one a little bit. No, MP recovery per second is always good. I didn't look at his inventory. Ah, 100% success. Okay, can we get another 50%? We actually failed it. Do I keep it like that? No, we cannot. I cannot over my dead body. 66%. Bing! Nice. Damage to bosses increased by a lot. Loving it. Alright, so give her a class unique weapon as well. Now, if you want to do very good, always place not an M toughness, but place a P toughness rune onto your priest. And I will show you why this is useful. Now, this double attack might be interesting, but every... Did I put an M toughness in there? Nice job, dummy. Priests always have 150 M toughness in there. The cap is 450. You can max it out if you want to. However, if you're looking at Big Shock map, he's physical. If you look at PvP, you don't need as much there. So what you could do to ramp up your survivability onto your Rahartna in terms of everything else, this is definitely good. This heal rate increase, I'm not quite sure what it does, but we're gonna take it. So this should always be enough. Now there's one thing you should do, and that is upgrade your characters. Luckily he has so many items where I get to do this, and we're gonna bust him up with his with Lucikiel just to show his superiority. Just one character busting the nut. But the question is that really gonna give him what he needs? Okay, busting nuts, S1, blip, uppercut the lady. Alright, for one of the tricks, make sure to use a transcend, use the back button, skip the whole animation, saves me some time, because otherwise these speed or these account reviews take up way too much. Okay, let's do some RNG parts right now because I'm getting a little bit bored. Now these rearrange stats are always really good, and if you have some rearrange tickets you might be able to use them. Let's see if we get a little bit lucky. Well, that is more. That is also a lot more. But is this what I want? No, I want to have at least 75. That is not more. Interesting. All because of the base. Yeah, this is great. Trash. And we might want to keep some of them, right? Because ultimately you need 2 damage dealers, and if you have only one, that is really good. And that would be nasty. Okay, I'm gonna do 4 more. 1, 2, trash. 3, last one. Okay, last one. Last one. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go any further. I really want to, but we got multiple characters to do with this, and we probably already wasted up way too many of them. So it's something that I shouldn't be doing. So we could do one or two things, right? What would you guys think? Would it be better for this guy to have a Lucikiel on a 5-star so he can do trial of flow better, or should I get Gremory so he can get his TM gear up? Because getting a unique weapon up to a 5-star is always a gamble. Kalatar says both. That's not useful. Burger says Lucikiel. I kind of dig that. We're gonna break this. We're gonna break that. Yeah, fuck Arch. We're gonna break this. We're gonna break Kexel. We're gonna break Cleo. We're gonna keep that dude. We're gonna break Aisha. Are we gonna break her? No, we're gonna break you. Theo is a keeper. Zephyr won't be made. This one is gonna break. Car's a keeper. Garzy's a keeper. Fancy's a keeper always. Burnheim is debatable. Solid is debatable. But these are the ones that we're gonna break so far, right? Honestly, I don't think Laudia is all that. Like, he's not gonna build her. At least I wouldn't. Especially now that you have Lucikiel, what the fuck are you gonna do with her? Kaula would be a keeper in my opinion. Do we have anything on here? Nope. As to the unique treasures, Celine could be a keeper. Zephyr, we're gonna break him. Urzi is AoE. Okay. Keep that. Gladi had his unique weapon. Delisha actually got the UT. Miraculous Metal, awesome. Gonna break this, however. Demiel, we're gonna break him. This is Demia's. Urias. I saw some Urias stuff here and there, so I might just keep it. Scarlet. Oh, awesome. That is Curse's UT that we want. I don't need. That is Hilda's. Kane, we can keep that. That is Roy's. We should keep that. Kaula's once again. Epis keeper. Arch, we're gonna break him. Did he say anything about Arch? He listed the full thing. Nope. Arch we can break. Noroxis would be a keeper. Theo could be a keeper, not going to. We got the Lucky Chip. This is Eskers. We're gonna keep that. And you won't be building her anytime soon. Kaula's a keeper. This is a breaking point. This is Cassandra's might be a keeper. So this will allow us to play around a little bit more. Some UTs as well. He said break Aisha. So for the UTs, which one is the UT that after the buff that Gremory uses? Is it 1? Is it 4? I think this is 4, right? UT1. Which one is that? This one, right? The fluffy pillow. Fluffy pillow it is. Additionally, healing rate reduction increases the damage. Okay, makes sense. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now the ridiculous combo. This, that, 25%. Can we do it? Now we have ran a few 25 stars here already, so it's been marvelous already. Wait, it didn't work. Okay. I don't want to do this again, but it won't be very good. Let's check out how far Gremory would need to be decent, because she already has a unique weapon. That's nice. Should have went for Gremory. Ah well, let's at least try to get that one up to a 3-star. Honestly, I'd rather have a try like that up, because having those 4 times unique weapons out of the way is way heavier on my mind than looking at an inventory where I still gotta catch. Oh Jesus, that's the second time that happened here. Holy balls. I was trying to get a little bit cocky and a little bit too lucky over here, but hey, we're gonna try anyway. Come here. Oh, Aeronado, good job. That was trashy, but hey, we cannot help it. 50% is a lie, yo. 50% is always taking the cake. If this fails once again in any account review after this, I'm not gonna do 50%ers anymore, ever. Okay, that's where it's at. Shut the hell up. Alright, another one. We got 1 lift. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, wait. Big Galgoria, stage 1 and a week old account. Nice. 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 25%, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get it? We already got mad lucky on the whole phrase part, so just not having this, that's alright. I'd rather not see it, but we should be content with what we currently are given. Here we go once again. Assassin, not owned, all the way down. Yeah, you gotta hate to see this type of thing happen, man, but what the assassin, not owned, thank you. The cube. Big sad. Yeah, well, it's just something that we gotta deal with, guys. Like, RNG is RNG. Such wise words. What a guy. Head Ew. So we're basically stuck with a 2-star unless I break more stuff. Oh, we already got Raccoon Dogs up 1. Nice, that's good. I almost forgot about Raccoon Dog. What?
I wanted to say when you said, like, oh, what a cool guy. I would say, oh, let me try my brother.
Sometimes this lady gets me a little bit tired, man. Okay, we're gonna break his soul as well. We're gonna give this dude a 3-star. I just want to. I don't give a fuck. Luck has ran low. No. We gotta be persistent about this one. Hero not owned. Assassin. That's where we go. Somehow this is gonna work. Hey, 3-star it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now the question is always, can we get higher than wave 35? Because at the end of the day, you never know what is going to happen to this. Because we do have a shield. Shield is good, but it takes up a little bit of practice to make sure that Lucikiel doesn't get killed straight away at wave 20. Because I've seen it happen before. But as long as he has enough hits, I do believe he should be able to do something with it. So open up and beat him down. But this is damage that could be enough. There you go. Open up the S3. Kill him. There should be a wave 30 if possible. Except for this part, like you never know what's fucking going down. But here's where it's at. Too big of a shield. Awesome. Even better. It's okay. So 25 is doable, ladies and gentlemen. We got it. And we're still not done yet. I think 30 is also possible. Look at that. Beautiful damage. Noradima, yo, thanks for following, my friend. Welcome to the family. And now that I struck that, we could have done this one better. That was nasty. Alright, next team. Because if we opened up as 3 right there, we would have been able to clear it. But wave 28, definitely content. If we do manual it, I do believe wave 30 is possible, ladies and gentlemen. That is nice. So I would like to call this a quits, and I am going to give himself some homework. So one thing is he needs to get himself proper gear. And with proper gear, I mean you need tanks. You need tanks being able to do all types of content. Now what I gave Mora was a very specific item set that allowed her to do Galgoria, which is magical defense, magical block, and a lot of HP. Once you sacrifice a little bit of gold and upgrade these things, you're practically done. Same goes for the physical component, which is HP, physical defense, and physical block. That will allow you to do the Trial of Sky, depending on if you go for the armor pieces, or if you go for the leather pieces for your tank onto the Trial of Sky. That is something that you will have to invest into. Like, it doesn't matter to me whether it is Black Dragon, Dark Legion, whether it is TM gear, you need to get this one straight. Once you get that, you can practically do all of the content possible. After that, there's obviously many more things that you can do, but I would transition from going Black Dragon into Dark Legion. If you can do TM, start doing TM, because you will find yourself gear pieces that you will end up using, and the base stats are ridiculously good. So even if you farm Galgoria 1, I would say it's worth it. Go from there and move on. Alright, so without further ado, guys, I'm gonna call it a close. If Alex has any more questions, I'll make sure to hear it from him. I hope you enjoyed this. I really wish him the best, and welcome back to the game. So I'll see you guys in the next one.